Welcome home, Rat Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons. Today we have an awesome video. We are going to be opening up these mystery boxes right here that come all the way from Nick Asia. You guys know some of my favorite stuff in the world to open up is the stuff from Nick Asia. These come from a company called Area X. They're the ones that you've probably seen online that make the giant Krusty Krabs Lego build. Sorry, Lego-esque. And also the pineapple. But the thing is those take like a million freaking hours and a lot of patience that I don't have to make. I have the Krusty Krab one, and one day I will make the Krusty Krab one, but yeah, it is gonna take me a lot longer than it probably will that age rating. But this one's age rating is 3 years old, which I am well within. And not just that, if I can't do it, I have my special friend with me, Ben 10, our special guest.
No way they'll keep up with me, and they'll definitely go into another rant about my generation.
Shut up, you're from the reboot. But anyway, our special guest Ben will still be hanging out here with us. This is called the Best Friend set, and this one over here is the Sweet Victory set. I don't know if we're gonna have a chance to build this one or not, but we're gonna definitely do this one. These ones are like a keychain series, it looks like, which is kind of interesting to me. Like, I don't know how you're gonna have a buildable keychain, how big they really are gonna be, because it looks like they're in these little terrariums, which I feel like that could be a pretty big keychain, but I guess we'll just see how it works. And what I love about this is it actually includes some of the incidental fish, which you guys know recently Nick Asia has been doing a lot of incidental type stuff, like the Bikini Bottom Buddies, and recently those meal toys that we opened up from like a coffee shop over there. So I love that they're starting to do that. That was the main reason I picked these up, just to have more incidental fish items in the collection that are licensed. So here is our first one here. Man, I hope the building is not too complex on these. Let's see who we got here. Okay, so our first one, okay, that seems like a reasonable amount of pieces. Like, that's a lot, but not that bad. It looks like we have SpongeBob here. It's got like a little backdrop. So yeah, you're making like a little cubicle for him, if you will. It's like the episode where that one incidental, which I feel like he's actually kind of in here, or at least the fish is very similar. I'm pretty sure that's almost him. Is like stuck in that cubicle, and he's like shows him going to work and then to his like house. And if you notice that cubicle, there's no way out of that cubicle. He's literally trapped in there. This is basically what we're going to be doing to our SpongeBob here. It is going to be a pretty big keychain, but I'm still curious to see how it's going to look overall. So let's go ahead and get started. So the one I got is like SpongeBob on a surfboard or something, and that's not even on the box anywhere. So you see these ones here. I was gonna have us check these off as we do it, but I don't see this surfing one anywhere, unless maybe there's a surfing one for another character. No, this is just like, did we get the chase? There is a 2 out of 48 chase. Is that what this is? How would we know? If the rest of the stuff that we get is the other ones in the picture, then that means we got the chase right out the gate. But the chase has like picture of SpongeBob and Patrick down there. So that's why it makes me feel like it's not, because Patrick's not in this. But let's just build it and see what happens. Okay, so first off, we have to build SpongeBob here. So you have his body right there, and then you have all of his body parts right there. Okay, so we built SpongeBob here. He is really, really cute, actually. They did a good job on his face. He's got an adorable look there. And I do think we actually got the chase, because I showed you it was a picture of SpongeBob and Patrick, and the item he comes with is actually a camera. So I'm pretty sure we got the chase, the 1 out of 48, which is sweet, because we never get the chase. Dang, we built a robust camera. Look at that. I thought it was we had a regular camera, then we got this like waterproof cover on and stuff, because he is going to be surfing in this one. You got the rocket power set up. I see you, SpongeBob. Now I know why his eyebrows are raised like that. He's like, yeah, I got the gear. That's awesome. I mean, once you get him in here, he's not that bad. He's just kind of, yeah, surfing in this little square. I kind of wish they would have given you some maybe like blue like base, like kind of watery base to go with it, and like have like a more flush with the water look of Goo Lagoon, because it just kind of looks like he's just surfing on the sand based on the background there. But nonetheless, this is the chase, so maybe they're like, yeah, no one's gonna pull this one anyway, so let's just make it not make sense. All right, for the chase one, I'm happy we got the chase, but let's put on the final designs before I give it a ranking here. Okay, so there we go. He's got his little hanger on there too, so he is a keychain. Like I said, that one just looks kind of rough. Let's see if some of the other ones look a little bit better or make more sense. And like I said, we'll go through these ones a little bit faster because we have a lot to open up here. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of like how the building aspect goes. It wasn't that bad, the building. As always with these Nick Asian products, a lot of times the instructions just aren't that clear for me as an American, especially an American that is not good at this. So it's not in English or in Chinese, so I have to just go off of the suggestive pictures, and I need visual and audible instructions to get through these things, but nonetheless we made it happen. So there's our first one. I'm giving our first one here, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Well, I'll give it a 7. I think the figure looks fantastic. Like, I would rather just take that SpongeBob and the surfboard out of this little cube thing and just keep that, and that would be good enough to me. But nonetheless, let's see what we got here. Next one, let's take a look. So it looks like it's an incidental fish who's blowing bubbles, kind of like SpongeBob would. That is awesome. So there the incidental is, and if you're wondering why he's making that face, I think it's because he's blowing bubble. It's supposed to be kind of like a bubble popped in his eye, so he's kind of squinting it in pain. That is awesome. So let's see, and you see what I'm saying, this one actually does come with a green base to kind of mimic the background here. So you can see he's in Jellyfish Fields, and then he has the green base to connect to it. I just think that the Chase one, maybe because it was the Chase, they were like, yeah, the average person is gonna get that anyway, so let's just kind of cheap out, which sucks, because I feel like the Chase should be kind of more premium, because it's like, wow, you know, somebody might have bought in several boxes to get it, you know, hypothetically. So let's build this guy and see how he looks. So first off, jellyfish background. There we go. I love Jellyfish Fields. It's one of my favorite aesthetics and locations in Bikini Bottom. So let's go ahead and do this one. I'm sure it's going to look fantastic when we're finished. This is so good. Compared to the Chase, man, that was terrible. Like, look at how cool he looked. He has the little bubble, like, mid being blown. He's got all the little bubbles that have flopped down there in the bottom. He's blowing them Squidward bubbles. He forgot the technique. That's the problem. So let's see here. Now we can drop that. I'm more excited now. Now that first one was so bad. I was like, man, this doesn't even make sense. What the hell? Okay, and then the base actually slides in with these little grooves right here. Now that is well built, and this is what I think about when I see Area X. It's like really, really well built and engineered items. Like, that is way better than the first one, for sure. So let's go ahead and put our little mirror, our little door on here. And the key to a buildable item is, especially if it's going to be a keychain, is it has to be engineered well, because if this is going to go on your backpack or your keys where it's going to be like jangling around all the time, you want it to be really secure, because otherwise it's just going to like break apart, and then, you know, you just have this random container of SpongeBob character body parts in a little cage. Imagine one of those Chuck E. Cheese ticket machines, how bad it would look if it just, the kid exploded inside of it and it was just body part. Never mind. Where is this going? It's a good thing it's October. Yeah, baby. Now that is what I'm talking about. That is very cool. You get a side profile and you get to see the details of it a lot better. The front, you have the decal, and that kind of fills in too, but it makes you kind of want to grab it and take a better look and see at the full dynamics of it. From the top, it looks sweet. You compare that to this dumb old one. This one's like terrible. The cool thing is, though, is they do stack. I don't think you could stack it with the keychain part on there very easily, but you can actually connect them if you didn't want to use them as keychains, which is also cool. But that one right there is way better, and it's our first incidental keychain kind of thing. I'm gonna go, besides Fred, I'm gonna go ahead and give him an 8.5 out of 10. I want to leave room for improvement, but I really like this one. All right, now I'm a little bit more motivated for the other ones to see how they're gonna look, because that one, the first one, man, I was like, man, did they just put random stuff? Look, like the Sponge Jim say, you just broke off the surfboard right there, because it just doesn't fit in there well. Like, the first one made me just think it was just gonna be like a bunch of junk in a container, but now I'm hopeful. Let's see here. So next up, it looks like we've got the body parts of Mr. Krabs. He comes with a little stand because his legs are so, look how small his legs are. I don't blame him though. You ever been to one of those Chinese buffets? Their crab legs are the first to go. So yeah, he's just got what he has left, I guess. Okay, so we're building Mr. Krabs right now. Right now, we just have his shell, which is disgusting. There's only a few episodes in SpongeBob that I'm just like, I have to be in a certain mood to watch them, otherwise I will skip them. And one of them is a disgusting episode where SpongeBob ends up inside of Mr. Krabs' shell, pretend to be him.
I'm Mr. Krabs. I love money.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I would never want to see a naked Mr. Krabs ever again. I mean, red alert, he was naked, but now that was super naked. No matter how much you love somebody, you see them without their skin, it's gross. Okay, so we built Mr. Krabs, and that stand actually is for him to hold the Krabby Patty, which is cool. And he also comes with a couple little cash pieces. But I think this is gonna be the same as the SpongeBob one, where he's just kind of barely. I feel like they just need to understand that it's almost an essential that they have to have some kind of base. Otherwise, it just looks kind of weird. So I don't even know how I'm supposed to fit him inside of this square, but I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, I finished it. You guys let me know what you think, but yeah, he doesn't have the base either, and I get it, they're trying to make it like this, like those keychains where it's just like a bunch of loose pieces that jangle, but he's too damn big, so he doesn't actually move at all. Just a little cash in there does slightly. I don't know, am I being harsh, or do you guys also feel like this just kind of feels lazy, they just kind of, it doesn't look like it's supposed to be like a jangling keychain. It looks like you just shoved Mr. Krabs in a box with some other pieces that were supposed to go with him.
Okay, get in.
Comparatively to, I guess, for me, I want a figure like this, and if you want the jangle effect, they could have added some bubble balls or something like that to go in there with him that you could shake around, and the figure itself would still look really nice. I don't feel like this does it for me, but I'm gonna give him a 7. I feel like he looks better than the SpongeBob one, and at least he's not breaking as much, so I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. And I wouldn't say that it was false advertising, because it does look like they are kind of off-angled a little bit in the picture, but it's hard to really see that in the picture though, because it's two-dimensional, of course. All right, number 4, let's see who we got here. We got Patrick, and it looks like he's mopping in the picture, so we have mopping Patrick, which we've seen him mop before. I think what we should do, we should flip the mop around just so it's more accurate to him sweeping.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Whoa, all of his pieces went everywhere.
Don't stop.
Okay, Patrick is very, very cute. I feel like he could fit in a little bit better, so maybe that style will work better on this one. We'll see, though. So he comes with this little tiny water bucket, a mop, which, like I said, we're going to try to put it upside down if we can, if there's enough room for it. But first, we got to build him. Look at that, the figures look amazing. The little minifigs are perfect. It just, I think if honestly, all of them are like this, I might just take them all out and just use the minifig, to be real with you, and just keep the ones that are pretty cool by themselves, because the minifigs are beautiful. Okay, so Patrick looks a lot better because he fits in there to where you don't have to put him in sideways like Mr. Krabs or the SpongeBob one. I still think he would look 100 times better with the base, but at least he's kind of standing up straight. You can see him well. You can see the debris he's trying to sweep up here. Heck, you could even put the bucket up right and try to get those little pieces to fall into the bucket. That might even be kind of fun, but I think he looks far better. So if we gave the fish an 8.5, we gave Mr. Krabs a 7. I'm gonna give this Patchwork an 8 because he fits in there better. I'm not finished yet. I still need to put the little sticker design on there, but we're just about there.
Watch out now. Don't stop.
Okay, there we go. So I think he is the best of the baseless ones. We'll call them that, the baseless ones. Sounds like a horror movie based on a band that lost their bass player. The baseless ones. We sounded pretty good, but there's just no in our music anymore. We're all lettuce and bun with no burger, baby. You gotta have the bass. Alright, let's see here. Next up, we got Squiddy. Squiddy I also can see being good because, again, he won't really have trouble fitting into the frame, but let's see here. We have Rocker Squidward here. Actually, speaking of rock, we got Rocker Squidward here. He comes with a microphone, a mic stand you can see there, and then here are all of his limbs. Oh, that's actually cool. So the background here is actually from the Krusty Krab talent show episode where, every time they pulled Squidward on stage, people just went dead silent. Okay, not gonna lie, I would buy that t-shirt. Squiddy's t-shirt is so freaking sick. I don't know if the camera's even gonna pick it up. He has like this awesome 100 Acre Oaks like Squidward skull t-shirt. We'll have a close-up on it. That is a sick shirt. It's like a Kraken skull, I think. I just realized this is just Sid, but if he was in Bikini Bottom. Ryan, put a picture of Sid on screen. That's literally who we just made. It just is Sid without pants and also in SpongeBob. Okay, so I think Squidward is just slightly better than the Patrick one. You guys let me know which one is your favorite so far. But I think I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I just still haven't had anything that's beaten this one, which is an 8.5 out of 10. But this one is really cool. It's just, again, imagine if they would have had like a wood style base to go with this. Made Squidward's neck a little less long. You probably still could have fit him in there. But nonetheless, you know, I think it's still pretty good. I just wish that they wouldn't have forced it to be like them all to fit in the same square. Like, I think they could have added a couple more pieces in there, maybe some other instruments, made it slightly wider, and like it doesn't even have to be a keychain. You know, I get that's what you're going for here, but maybe don't go with these designs. All right, let's see here. Do we have another incidental fish? I know there's one more in here at least, so hopefully we can get that one. Looks like he's doing art. Okay, this one can't go wrong, right? We got Sandy. We got Sandy Cheeks here. Looks like she's doing like an ice cream stand or something. This has gotta be good. Come on. Yeah, so it is outside the ice cream stand here by Goo Lagoon, I suppose. So let's go ahead and create Sandy. And I can already see this is going to be a really good minifigure regardless. Like, look at that. That looks amazing. The minifigure is so dang good. I have to say, like, I always say this about Sandy. She looks amazing. I would say she's one of the best characters ever designed in, like, cartoon history. Her design is just so awesome looking with the dome helmet, her tail coming out the back of the costume, the awesome, like, base boots. It's just so sick. And the minifigure was definitely the longest to build, but it just feels so much more, like, structurally sound. Okay, so let's put the ice cream on there. Maybe that's gonna fix her. It's just, it's missing something, you know? Like, where's the atmosphere? You know, what is this place's theme? Ice cream? Like, it's missing something. She just looks pathetic in there. No, Ryan, turn off the world's smallest violin. It's not your fault. It's the manufacturer's fault. All right, Sandy, it's not your fault, all right? She barely fits in there. It's like, she's just in an awkward angle. It just doesn't, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't know if I'm missing something, but I just feel like they don't look that great. I feel like the minifigures just need to be out of the box and they'd look way better. She's getting a 7. She's still nobody's bad as the chase. Of course, we get the chase for the first time in a long time, and it's got to be the most poop one. Yeah, I said poop. Exclamation point on the P. Poop. All right, we only have freaking 2 left here, man. Let's see how these go. And this set was not cheap, may I add. This set was $79.99. Granted, it's not as expensive as a Pop Mart or something like that, but that's still like $10 a pop on these guys. I don't know. I think the minifigures are worth that. So, I mean, if you just subtract the stupid case they come in, it's pretty cool. Let's see what we got here in our last 2. I better get the last incidental. I hope the chase didn't get rid of my incidental. All right, we got another Patrick here. Let's see, he's got a jellyfishing net. I mean, the last Patrick wasn't too bad, so this might work out. Patrick's doing the eyebrow thing. Right, give me the sound effect when I raise my eyebrows. I wish we had real world sound effects. I mean, we do, right? They're just the sounds things make, but animation style ones like ding ding. I don't even know what he's holding here, but like he's supposed to be holding this. Is that a starfish? Huh? No! That doesn't make any sense. Why is that a thing? No! Okay, let's just move forward as we have been doing. I mean, I guess one thing that's kind of cool is he has a little jellyfish you can put in his net. The thing is, it doesn't stay in there. Oh, did you see that? Ryan, play that back again. I don't know if I'll be able to do that again. That was sick.
The thing is, it doesn't stay in there.
2 for 2? 2 to make it true. What do they say for 3? 3 to make me pee. I really have to go, actually, so please. Oh! I'm going to the bathroom. We'll be right back.
Sometimes I laugh inappropriately in awkward situations.
Did you keep them entertained, Ben? I hope you did. All right, let's go. Okay, but Patrick is finished. Again, he doesn't fit that well because of the jellyfish net. You know, I'm just used to it at this point. It doesn't look bad, doesn't look great. I'm gonna go ahead and say 7 out of 10 again. All right, our last one. I know you probably think I'd want SpongeBob, but I really, really want just a regular fish. It is... it's SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob, don't get me wrong, but you don't get as many opportunities to get through random fish as you do get SpongeBob. And why does he have a chicken? Since when do they have chickens in Bikini Bottom?
Those feather buddies better hope they don't run into us in a dark alley.
Alright, so there he is. He holds a burger and like the piece of chicken, which makes no freaking sense at all. But there he goes. At least this one has a base. It comes with the base. This might be the best one so far outside of the incidental fish. Let's take a look. I mean, they could have made a mistake. I could have lost them. I don't want to 100% blame them because maybe I just lost them, but I'm supposed to have a hat too. And all I have is this one little like piece of his hat. Where's its hat? I don't know. Well, actually on the box, he doesn't even have a hat at all. But in the instructions, he does have a hat. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess he's not supposed to have a hat, but why just this piece of a hat? Okay, so I'd say this is the best one out of all of them, but this is also the one that probably should have had stuff inside of it. Like, you can see he's just pretty plain in there. He's holding the chicken and the burger, but they should have had some more of the ingredients, like a double burger almost in there, because you have all those pieces flying around in the front there on the little decal. That would have been actually nice to have him kind of shake around some pieces, but they went with nothing on the front of him or like the sides of him. But I will say he is the one that fits the best in there. It has a base, has a background, so for that reason I am giving this one the highest ranking of a 9 out of 10. None of these get a 10 out of 10 for my ranking, unfortunately. And they did take a little longer than I anticipated though to build, so we will be saving this one here probably for either a bonus video or it might be a Patreon or members only video. And it does come with another incidental fish here, being, I think this is the trumpet player, or it could be one of the flag twirlers too. No, it's a trumpet it looks like. So that's going to be a new fish to add to the collection in some figure form that has never been before. I'm super pumped for that one. But you guys let me know, what was your favorite one overall? I think overall I gave this one a 10 because of the way it was designed, but I think actually this is my favorite one still. Like, I think this one was just the most well done. It just still feels like it's lacking something though. All of them kind of feel like that, unfortunately. But you guys let me know, was I being kind of harsh, or do you guys think they're perfectly made and just a great concept and it's just me? Let me know. Stay tuned though. If you guys want to support the show further, you guys can join our YouTube memberships or also our Patreon. You can sign up for as little as $2 or $3 a month, and that helps make these videos and every other video that I do possible. If you're a member of our Patreon, you also get extended versions, early release, and ad-free videos. But the biggest perk of all is it helps support this show so we can keep making videos for years and years to come. So if you guys enjoy everything that me, Karina, Mitchell, Ryan, all of us do here, the link is down below. It helps support so we can make all this stuff possible. So go take a look and you can help us keep selling over these Bikini Bottom seas, and I would greatly, really appreciate it. And also you can check out my Whatnot stream. I'm live every single Wednesday and Friday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. And when you sign up, you get $15 for free just for signing up, as well as you'll be able to enter in all of my giveaways that I do every single stream as well. We've had several people win multiple times. We give away 10 to 15 items every single week, sometimes even more than that. So come check the shows out. That link is down below as well. Make sure you use my link so you can get that coupon and also enter those giveaways. But before we go anywhere, you know the drill. Scan it. Alright, so that is it for this one. If you guys enjoyed it, again, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, Patreon, YouTube memberships, whatnot, all that information down below. All of those things go towards helping keep this channel going. Thank you so much to everybody that's already a part of one of those three things. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I will see you guys in this video right here that I know you're going to love. Ryan, give me the sound effect again. Alright, I'll see you guys over there, and as always, beautiful people, I'll see you in the next one. Adios, and bloop!